All right. Merry Christmas. It's cold. It's the bottom of December. I'm in a jacket today. If you're just tuning in, we're a little bit late today, so I apologize. We're about 10 minutes late on the start of the webinar, but if you're watching the recording, no problems there. So again, let me just kind of fill you in if you're happen to watch this video and to give you some context. I'm helping 3 paying clients at Vyral Marketing over the course of 8 weeks get the most results in the Vyral plan. And specifically, these 3 clients have hired us to increase their agent recruiting appointments by staying in better touch with their agent list. And if you go to getvyral.com/class, you'll be able to see this class in the context of all 8, kind of where we are in all the lessons. So with that, Molly, Andrew's out, and Jay will be hopping on here any minute. But let's just kind of walk through everything that we've talked about so far. And if you go to getvyral.com/class, you'll see the lessons. You can follow along with lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3 as I kind of recap everything with Molly here. All right. So lesson 1 is I can't stay in touch with your agent list. You don't have an agent list. So how are you doing with getting the contact information of every single agent that knows who you are or you know them and getting that over to us?
It burns, but I'm doing it. It's terrible,
Good.
but
And
I've
if you
got it.
want to learn why that's so terrible, go watch lesson 1. It's you have to manually build it. There's no way around it. You have to manually build that list if you want done right. Option 2, or lesson 2, is make sure we have that list on file. More specifically, we talked about your agent training site. And Molly, yours is almost done. I'm going back and I'm double checking the messaging on it, like I said. And I'm going back and I'm double checking the message of your reconnect email. So you're going to have coachwithmolly.com. Good. All right. Lesson 3. Setting aside time once a month to record 2 helpful video topics about 3 to 5 minutes in length. Molly, do you have your video shoot scheduled with us?
I do not.
All right. Email Stephanie.
Okay,
When's my video shoot? I got to make 2 videos.
got it.
Educational nature. All right. And then we have topics for you. You can pick your own. But if you don't want someone just kind of this that works, just go to Get Vyral, go down to the bottom of the website and click agent recruiting and you'll see some topics there. Okay. And Jay, you're shooting your 2 videos a month.
Yeah, just did 18 this morning.
Wow.
Shot 18 this morning? Okay.
Shot 18 this morning.
That's another option too. Or like we said,
You literally just went down your list
of all the topics on the website.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah.
I think there was 22 and I chose
24. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah. And I chose 16 of them and then shot an intro and 1 other.
Good. And also too, Molly, like we talked about, you can also publish your weekly Zoom trainings if you want versus doing the video shoot. So whatever you want there. Then the next lesson, we talked about your monthly lead generation email. So some type of direct offer message that goes out to drive back to a landing page. Let's get that together. Work with us to get that out back to a landing page. And if you don't want to use the custom ones like we talked about last time, I wrote you download my 2024 business plans ready to go. In fact, I'm going to put it in the chat. If you don't want something here, as far as I'm concerned, just put this together and get this out, guys. Let me send this to everybody. Was that in the webinar chat? Did you get it? The invite to download the business plan? That goes out back to a landing page to get your plan. We talked about that last week. All right. Well, 2 weeks before and a little bit more last week. And then last week, we covered the mailing list, like physically mailing your top clients or your top prospects, maybe 100, 150 once a month. Jay, every 2 months for you, I think. So you know they actually get something physical because you cannot rely on social media and email to hit the key people that you need to hit, right? And I wanted you guys to go build that mailing list. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Website, agent list, send them a couple videos every month, send them a direct offer for a lead generation, lead reactivation email, and mail them once a month with the postcards I shared with you. And if you go back and watch all the recordings, you have the system. Now, the next part of the Vyral system is like, okay, if you're going to email these videos out and you're going to go post them on social media and do a little direct mail, what about retargeting? Can we put a little money behind these videos to like increase our chances that enough people and the right people actually see this stuff than just organically posting it on social media. And that's what I'll walk you guys through so you have an understanding of that today. Does that sound good? All right. Do you guys have any questions of anything we've covered so far? Ask me. I am here. And thanks for doing this so close to Christmas, by the way. I appreciate it. All right.
Good.
Okay. So you should have an Instagram page and you should have a Facebook page that's agent facing. Do you both have that? Okay, great. We are going to reach out and you're going to get a request from Vyral Marketing to give us access to that page. It's painful. It's not as easy as you think. But we need to know what those pages are so we can type them in and request access as an agency into them. Once we have access as an agency into them, we can log into your ad account. Okay. So Molly, I'm going to pull up yours today. Okay. Let me make my window a little smaller. Let me clean up the 5,000 tabs I have on my browser. Okay. I can delete that. Okay. So you're going to have your Facebook ad account look something like this. Jay, you should be able to log into yours. Have you seen this before, Jay? You're eating.
We actually did that with Stephanie.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure you have access to it. And Molly, do you have access to this? Can you log in and see this?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So a couple things to set up real quick. All right. You go to settings. Oh, God. Well, I'm not going to play with that right now. You're going to go to settings. And I want you to set a spend limit on your account of maybe $500 of headroom. Meaning if somebody makes a mistake or you forget to turn that off, it shuts off billing your card.
Okay.
The first thing, it's like a global account spend limit. If you're putting contractors and vendors and ad agencies inside your account, they could screw up and charge you a lot. So let's set like a global limit on how much can be spent inside your account. All right. Number two, we go over here to, on the left-hand side, you'll see audiences. Okay. These are your lists. So when you think of audience, I want you to think of like how you upload a list into an email account. We're going to make sure we have some very specific lists set up. All right. So this one's old. I'm actually going to delete this one. Okay. Here's the first audience. I want to make sure it's set up in your account. Create audience, custom audience. Then you're going to go to Facebook page. See that? Click next. I'm doing this for you, Molly, so you don't have to worry about it. But I want everyone to see the recording. So we're already doing this inside your account. You just got to set the spend limit because it's not without doing crazy stuff. So I'll type in your page, Molly. Is this your agent facing page? I'm assuming yes.
No. Click down.
What's your agent facing page? I don't have access to it.
Coach with Molly. Yeah,
Coach
I gave it to Stephanie.
It's not my account. That's okay. I'm not worried about it because that's a very new page. Not a lot of people have been on it. I'll just create an audience for the one that you've currently had. Okay.
Okay.
So Homes of Molly Haynes, everyone who's engaged with your page. See, everyone who has visited your page or taken an action such as a reaction, share, comment, link, click. If they've engaged in any way for the past 365 days, Molly's Facebook page engagements. See that? Great audience. So if anyone has interacted with your page in any way, we're going to be able to retarget them. All right. Next audience. Instagram. Got it? Everyone who's engaged with this account in the past 365 days. Let's see if I have access. Like I said, the biggest challenge on our end is actually getting access to the pages and allowing us. So we'll see if your Instagram pops up. Hopefully I would choose it here. I would type in Molly's Instagram and click save. So anyone that's ever interacted with you on Instagram and Facebook, we now can retarget those people over the course of a year. Fair enough?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not loading. Take time. Molly, we're going to go back and create this. Okay. Let's go back. Next one. Now, Molly, we're still waiting on your list, right? Of all your people to load in your email account. Once you say, Frank, I've sent you everything and I've loaded all those emails inside of your email account, we'll export those contacts from your email and we'll select customer list. And then what we're going to do is we're going to upload a spreadsheet. See this? Of
Mhm.
all the emails and all the contacts that you've ever sent me that are inside your email account so we can retarget them through a custom audience this way. I don't have that yet. I'm still waiting for you to get me that best list that you can send me. All right.
Okay.
Second, and this is fine, but if you happen to have all the agents in your MLS, remember how you can probably pull that list?
Got that one.
That's fine too. And Molly, I already created that one. We pulled all the agents in the MLS and I uploaded this in here. Actually, it's actually all the agents in Washington State have been uploaded as a custom audience into the Facebook ad account. All right. There's another one, custom audience. This is one if you've made a lot of videos. And Molly, you have. All right. See where it says video? Click next. Content type. 3 seconds is fine. I don't care. Choose videos. And I should be able to go through here. And you got some people watching your videos. See that? 98 views, 86 views, 47 views, all of these here. We don't have to go too far, but I can actually retarget all of these people that have been watching these videos. Now, some of these are obviously listings. Okay. It's probably consumers. Maybe I would go through here and select the ones that are more agent focused, but I want you just to I want you guys to know enough about this so you can be dangerous with us and have a conversation how to pull this stuff off. So I'm selecting these videos and I click confirm, everyone who has watched a video. Sound good? Great audience. So here's what we got. Now there's one more too. Great audience, custom audience, website. All right. Now, if we installed this pixel on your website, I can now follow all of these people around online by creating an audience. Okay. The reality is this requires work on your part and my part to set this up so everything links and we get access. All right. But the holy grail here is that if I can get all the agents uploaded, maybe all the agents from MLS loaded, everyone that's watched your video, everyone's interacted with your pages, and everybody's been on your website that's agent facing, that's a pretty darn list you probably always want to be in front of. Fair enough?
Mhm.
Okay. So now, as far as I'm concerned, your ad account is set up. We set a spend limit. You put your credit card on there. We've gone in and we've set up all of your warm audiences. Any questions so far besides the tyranny and working with the help files and do the little detail of what I showed you there? All
No,
good?
got it.
All right. So now we're going to set up here an ad in a second. Before I show you how to set up an ad and how I want you to set the campaign, let me actually show you my ads and I'll show you how they should probably generally perform. Fair enough? So I budget $20 a day at Vyral Marketing. I don't spend much. I don't think it's necessary to spend much more. Okay. So you see how I'm not even going to call it a video retargeting campaign. I'm just going to call it, well, I guess we'll call it agent retargeting campaign. There you go. All right. So I'm going to show you how to set up a campaign and we'll just call it agent retargeting campaign. Got it? And then you can choose your daily budget. Now I have a much larger audience than most likely you guys do. You probably only need to go a couple dollars a day to get the exposure that you need. All right. But I'm going 20, which still in relatively terms of outline advertising, still pretty low. Okay. So let's take a look at the results so far. Now, do you see where it has the timeline up here?
Mhm.
Always choose the last 30 days. So we know what period of time we're looking around when we look at the data. So now let's scroll over. Let's take a look at how my stuff performs. Now let's see what this stuff means. So if I'm spending $20 a day, any 30-day rolling period, I'm probably going to spend about $600. Makes sense. Great. Okay. What did $600 buy me? Well, I reached 6,100 people in my audience. Who? I have no idea. Did they really reach those people in the audience? I have no idea. I'm relying on Facebook to not lie to me. Got it? Now, it looks like they reached them as a frequency if you divide impressions by reach. So reach is the number of people. Impressions is how many times? What is that? 4 to 5 times? So 6,100 people have seen the ad about 4 to 5 times in the past 30 days, which is about perfect. like a 4 to 6 frequency over 30 days, like 1 to 2 times a week, you pop up on social media is about right where you want to be to have the right frequency on the audience that you're reaching. And to get that, you just got to kind of play around with how much you bid and how much you spend, because it just depends upon the audience. All right. Now, so these ads, so the 6,100 arguably unconfirmed, unaudited warm agents in my list from Facebook's proprietary system. All right. This is why I like direct mail 4 to 5 times. And I got 957 clicks. So they say. All right. Which puts my cost per click at about 63 cents, which is about right. As far as I'm concerned, if you're going after real estate agents, it's a very competitive audience. All right. And if you're getting your clicks below $1, great. Sound good? That's all you need to know. So what am I getting for this? How many leads did I get? I have no idea because I've never really gotten lead generation to work well. If anything, they're very low quality. My recommendation to you, if you're only going to spend a couple of dollars a day on retargeting, is purely brand awareness and brand equity and people getting to see you and know you. If you try to play the game of like, how many leads did I get? You need to be upping your ad budget quite considerably.
So really it's just going
Branding.
there. When I send my emails out or my postcards, they've seen me other places, etc.
Hopefully, yeah. So what am I trying to do here for my $600? Like, what's my objective? Is it leads generated? No, it isn't. It's about being in front of my target audience all the time. So when I do reach out for an appointment or I put an offer in front of them in some way, they have positive vibes and they respond to it. Got it? I want you to think of this as a brand awareness play of just top of mind, being in front of people all the time in your target audience, and not as like a hardcore driving to a landing page lead generation. That's the viral answer. It's not the right answer, but it's the viral answer. Okay. So, that's all you need to know there. Okay. So let's go back into you, Molly. And let's set up an ad. Let's actually create an ad. So I'm going to create a new ad called, we're going to optimize it for traffic. All right. We just want to drive people to your website. Okay. Actually, we don't have your website up yet. So I think what we're going to do is, no, traffic's fine. We'll do traffic. And this is new. Okay. We'll use recommended settings. All right. So campaign name, agent, retargeting.
The website's up.
Oh, that's right. I will drive it there. That is correct. It is up. So we were still working on the domain, but you had it. I remember.
I bought it and I forgot.
Yeah, you bought it and forgot. All right. So once you set this campaign, you never have to change it. Same campaign, same audiences. You just got to maybe change the ad inside of it. Okay. Agent retargeting campaign. Now, I will tell you, you can sit here and play chicken with Facebook. All right. But I will tell you, usually you might get flagged for employment when you're doing agent recruiting. Okay. Or you get flagged for housing because they think it's real estate. Now, is it really one of these things? No. But then you're going to have to sit there and fight disapproved ads and Facebook's AI turning your ad off. It's a big pain in the butt. So I always go here and click yes for housing. Now that does remove some selects of being able to target some very niche audiences. It's not worth the headache in my opinion. All right. So do you see how I declared a category? And what that allows it to do is now I'm not gonna have to worry about Facebook shutting down my ad and fighting with them in the help file to be able to open up a few selects that I'm probably not even going to use for my targeting. Okay. Now I'll go here next. And you see where it says advantage campaign budget. Just go ahead and start with, you know what, $5 a day, whatever. You just got to pick something. All right. Click next. All right. Now I do recommend you set an end date of maybe 30 days out. Okay. Just so you don't give Facebook on the ad campaign to bill you forever. But remember, you also set up the account level limit as well. So put an end date on there. Let me go here to the top. So here's the ad setting. All agents in my warm audiences. This is where we're going to choose our targeting. We're going to drive them to your website, maximize the number of clicks. We're going to set an end date for the 31st, see how things are going, and just turn it back on if we want, just so we can don't give them permission to bill you forever. I'm sorry, that's the start date. I apologize. End date. There we go. select the end date. Now, Molly, here's all your audiences. Everyone who's watched a video, page engagements, Molly's video, why not target all the agents in the state of Washington? And someone else set these up, but I'll throw them in there anyway. Sound good? So basically all your website visitors, all your email lists, all your page engagements, we're just throwing it all in there. Okay. And then here's one thing, yeah, and then make sure you keep the location on as the United States. Don't go worldwide. Then it just doesn't make any sense. You know, I've looked at people's retargeting campaigns and they left the United States off and their cost per click was really low, but the clicks were coming from Russia for some reason. So at least geo-fence it around the US. And then if you really only are retargeting locally, Jay, which is what you're doing, you can geo-fence it around 15 miles around the city. Fair enough. But Molly's going around the country.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you won't be able to change any of this stuff because you declared a special ad category. So you're not discriminating. Okay. And now we're going to click next. All right. What's this? Okay. Yeah. I didn't choose those. Yeah. Okay. Fine. All right. So now Molly made a video. Open house video. All right. So this is one of your videos that you made, whatever it is. Now we have the campaign set up. We have the audience that's set up for retargeting. And now we're going to create the ad. There we go. Great. Great. That's fine. Media, add video, upload. Next. Next. Then I don't know if that's going to crop nicely. Probably not. Well, this one might. No, that's not. Okay. Next. I'll turn these on. That's fine. Pretty cool, huh? All right. So got something going on. It's kind of playing around. I just use all the optimization that Facebook gives you. Sure, why not? Okay. So now we have to write the ad. So normally you'd have a title for the video. Molly, what's the title of this video? If we were to pick it, what is it?
I had it on Instagram. It's just open house tips or open house tip of the week or something like that.
What's the problem you solve in the video? What's the video about?
Getting people's contact information at open houses and overcoming fear. People get scared to ask,
So the problem is not getting enough signups at open houses or something
Yeah.
like that, right?
people are not getting any. People are too scared to ask them to sign in. Redo exactly what I put on there. Says, we all know how awkward it can be to get someone's phone or email. You know, it's worse not getting any leads and working all day. So toughen up. It's our job to collect contact information. What's the best practice that you use?
Yeah, that you put that. That's great. I love it.
That's what I put.
Great. Chat it to me.
Okay. Not sure.
I
how to
love
chat it.
Molly's coaching style, by the way.
Like, don't be such a wuss.
It's all toughen up buttercup. Let's go.
It's coachwithmolly.com. Yeah.
Well, why would you want to sit there for 4 hours and not get paid for it?
Nope. So what I'm going to do here, generally a little pro tip in your Facebook ads, is try to put the word real estate agent in there.
I remember when you said that last week. That stuck
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah, because Facebook targets their ads by the ad copy. So it's one thing to sit there and load your audiences in, but try to call out your target audience in your writing, and it feeds the algorithm to like serve up to the right person. So just somewhere in the ad, I thought it was really appropriate. Real
There
estate
you go. I sent it to you.
in the chat.
Yep. Jay, I'm really excited for you to get my letter.
I want to thank you for helping me with my email signature today.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
was
realize
like,
I had
what
to.
does that say?
Yeah. I don't know how long that's been like that. That's the funny part, or not funny part.
Oh, I do stuff like that all the time. I have like the worst attention to detail, but then I saw it and I was like, what is that?
Okay. So Molly, it's good enough. Okay.
Good enough. We did it.
So Jay,
Yep.
in your Facebook ad account, I want to see an agent retargeted campaign, I guess. All right.
You should have it.
Yep. And then when I log in there, all agents in your warm audiences. All right. And just load them all in there, just like that I did. And here's where you have your ads. So every time you make a video, all I got to do is the same campaign, same list, just go create a new retargeting ad. So
Are you guys doing that on the back end, or do we need to do that on our end?
work with us on it, because we
Okay.
don't do it proactively because we get yelled at for spending ad spend. We really need the client involved of like, it's
Sure.
okay to turn the ads on.
Okay.
Always panics, like, is it okay? I need very clear black and white, yes, no, to run the ads. All right, to charge your card. So again, so now here's the video. So now, just so you know, anytime that we create you make a new video, all I gotta do is go into your existing ad account, ad account in your existing campaign, click create, and boom. And next thing you know, you'll have 24, every time we post a new one, 24 different videos, this new stuff being advertised to the same audience over and over and over, constantly in front of the new stuff. That's the plan, right? So let's take a look at Molly's ads. I'll grab the share link here. I'll put this in the chat. All right. So you can see. So let's take a look at them. Let's go to advanced preview. And there we go. What do you think, Molly?
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, and I could sit here and, spend more time on cropping it, but I don't know if the video is sometimes you have to shoot a video 3 times for different crops. It's just way too much. This was a fast and easy way to take any video and get a decent job of retargeting all those warm audience. So people spend time with you and get to know you and see you as a coach and a guide to build that brand equity. So when you do put an offer in front of them, or you do have an appointment setter reach out and say, I work for Molly Haynes, like, oh, right. That's it.
Got it.
Let's watch the video, Molly. Hang on.
Oh, good.
Everyone wants to see it. Hang on.
No pressure.
Here's the ad.
It's too late now. It's out there. Okay, so you're at an open house, and I know that awkward point comes when you're trying to get the contact information. So here's what I do. When anybody walks into the front door, I just hand them my clipboard. Here you go, sir. Please sign in. And then I just stand here and I wait.
There you go.
And they sign in. I just sit there and watch them do it. And I watch them do every line. Okay, so you're at an open house.
It's so simple, isn't it? 22 seconds.
So good. I got 4.5 and higher buyers from doing that. None of them had agents. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was just a little selfie camera that you guys did. So that's my lesson on retargeting. So I guess, there's one, let me wrap it up. So you turn this campaign and you see the charge on your debit card from Facebook, wondering what did I get for my money? You're going to log back in. and you're going to see how many people you reached. You're going to see what the impressions are. You're going to divide it, and that's going to give you your frequency. All right. The frequency I like to see between 4 and 6. If frequency comes back at 1 or 2, you need to spend more money. You got to spend more per day. Fair enough. Your frequency is coming back after 30 days, 4 to 6. You're just fine. There's no need to spend any more money unless you're going to load more agents in there. If your frequency is coming back at like 12 or higher, you're spending too much money. Lower your ad spend. Everyone's getting sick of your ads. And you're probably overspending for the reach. And that's how you adjust the spend based upon, you want to pay attention to frequency is what you're purchasing with your ad spend. That's it. That's my retargeting lesson. So here you go. Set that up. We'll get that going for you. Every time you make a video, let's load it into the campaign, make sure everyone's getting retargeted with their stuff. And you get the best. I mean, what do you want? I want people to see me all the time on social media. Or more specifically, I want the right people to see me all the time on social media. This is pretty much how you do that. It's also interesting too. I will go on a soapbox. I want to share this. This is a philosophical idea that I had to play with. If you have limited resources and you want to do well at social media, you have option A and option B. Here's option A. I'm going to post all the time organically on social media. I'm going to post every day on social media, just regularly like you normally do. All right. Option B. I'm going to post less. I'm going to post maybe twice a month. All right. But I'm going to advertise it. I'm going to put money behind it to get the frequency, as opposed to posting something new all the time. Which one performs better? A or B? And I will tell you my answer. It's B. So if I took a client that's spending time, energy, money, resources, just organically posting of the exhausting content creation all the time on social media and not putting any money behind it, or I say, look, why don't we just create like a couple pieces of good content, but let's put money behind it. And I look at the actual metrics of how many people it's reached and what the frequencies are from organic posting daily to paid outperforms.
Facebook loves the money.
Yeah. Unless, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can be an
influencer,
influencer. Yeah, that's a
right.
different conversation.
Well, I'll give those people that, but for all of us regular people, if you need results, okay, it's less content with money behind it. That's all. All right, guys. Any questions you have for me so far? So I go double check this, Jay. Our whole team watches these trainings. Let's make sure stuff's getting advertised. I will tell you something kind of cool, by the way. It's called the Facebook ad library. Jay, is there somebody who like is telling you they're killing it with Facebook ads that you like to see their ads? Who's somebody that you know that's like, oh man, this person's killing it on Facebook and I want to see what they're doing?
Probably Glover.
Ah, perfect. All right, so I'm going to go to the Facebook ad library. So I went to Google, I typed in Facebook ad library. This is where I'm at. Okay. And you just got to change the category to all ads. See that? And then you're going to type in Glover. Glover you. That's him. And now you can see all of his ads. These are all the ads. Oh, business planning clinic. These are all the ads that he's running. And you can see the ads that they're putting money behind. In fact, you could even click here. And not only can you see the ad, maybe not. Maybe because it's old. Let's try this one. See ad details. Yeah, here we go. Not only can you see the ad that they're running, but you can click it. You can actually go and see the landing page. So I love it when, you know, I'm scrolling down Facebook rarely. All right. I see someone yelling at me about how they're getting rich on Facebook with all my funnels. Cool. I just find out the company they're running it under. And I go to the Facebook ad library. I can see all the ads.
Yeah, are you R&D in those?
Oh, 100%. That's how I got my most effective cash offer leads. So I'll give you guys a little, if you guys want some seller leads on Facebook, this has absolutely nothing to do with today's training. Back in the day, I was in the home buying business before I got too much brain damage. There's all these gurus like how to get, seller leads off Facebook. And let's go all time. So here's my Katie and Frank home buyers campaign. We spent $20,000 on Facebook ads, reached 230 arguably homeowners about what, 4 times? And we had 269 people opt in for a free cash value option. And what I found with the ads, this is what I found because I modeled them, what worked really well. Let's see if I can. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, it was really straightforward. So you see, I called out Omaha homeowners, like Omaha real estate agents. We got good news and bad news. Home prices are up. I can get you a cash offer. It's kind of like this weird, I kind of like that ad, right? I saw it. I was like, I like this guy's ad. I'm gonna model this. And then it was interesting for the creative. It was just pictures of like a home, like a median priced home in the market. That was the creative, was just photos. Like, that's kind of interesting. And then it just said, find out what we'll pay you, and clicked when to get offer. And that's where I learned from paper form. I like the form. So the form that it went to, I was like, I really like this form. Who built this form? What's it built on? It was built on paper form. That's how I learned about it. So when you click the ad, it went to this. This performed really well. When you click that cash offer ad, it went right to this landing page. And we got 260 opt-ins for a cash offer on this from the Facebook ad. They weren't as effective as direct mail. I actually ended up canning the Facebook ads because direct mail converted better. I'd rather put the 20 grand into mail from my home buying business. But it just kind of gives you an idea of like some of the principles we talked about with Facebook. What other questions do you have? Look, we got 13 minutes here. I'll let you guys go. The lesson of today is Facebook retargeting. What have you been told? What questions do you have about it? It's a very scammy world.
No, I think from my perspective, it's not. It's more confirming some of the things I'd already thought. Like, you see, when I flip through social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, you see the same people, right? You see the same ads over and over and over again. Somehow I've gotten into their funnels. So it's just a matter of going. I like the piece about here's how someone ends up in our funnels, and then here's what they see when they do.
Yeah, it's like once you like go to the website, you get that pixel installed, and then you go watch a video. It's like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure ours already
I like
is.
Facebook has you now, right? With all those advertising selects. And it's also interesting too, like you also don't have to spend a lot of money.
The funny thing to me, and I was just noticing this from my perspective as a consumer, I tend to not, even as annoying as some people are, I tend to not X out of the ads. I tend to just scroll through them. In other words, like, I'll just keep going instead of saying, I don't want to see this one anymore.
Well, because you probably already saw it.
No, what I'm saying is I know you can opt out of the ads. Like, you can say, hey, this is irrelevant, or I don't want to see this anymore, or whatever. But people don't tend to do that.
I don't think anyone does that. No. No, the issue you have with Facebook ads, once you have the audiences you want, is ad fatigue. It's like once they see it 4 or 6 times, it's dead. Make something new.
So you're just creating something new every 30 days?
Well, yeah, that's kind of the idea on the viral system. So the viral answer is, yeah, if you're making your 2 videos a month, you have a whole new video going up.
And you're creating an ad with the videos. Every video is a new ad, so to speak.
That's the viral system.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's just take the 2 videos a month that you're making and turn them into an ad.
Gotcha.
Drive them back to the blog post.
Okay.
Let me show you again, one of the ads that I ran for a long, I probably shouldn't have run it for so long. It just, again, we all get busy. I didn't change it. But, let me see if I can find a good ad here. This one performed really well for a long time. So here's like one of my educational videos, right? We send upwards of 90 million emails a year on behalf of our clients. Here's what works best to send out a video email with the optimal click-through rate to watch the video in your blog. This is the checklist we follow. So it's kind of like, this is the YouTube description, email description, thumbnail, headline. It looks just like a viral video email, doesn't it? Really,
Yeah.
right? You're just putting that on there, and then I just put the whole video right there. And that's how people got to know me and see me, which works nice. Again, it's just kind of boosting your videos so more people see you.
Hi there, it's Frank Pleasants, and in this video.
All right. All right, I'll end it there. Molly, do you got anything?
No, I'm just thinking about better things to say for the titles, or like if I'm posting on Instagram, you can choose a cover photo. So instead of saying like agent tip, it's like this one thing helped me put 15 million of worth of volume into my pipeline. Something like that. People want to hear like the big flashy numbers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me
We spent a lot of time today working on our hooks.
Well, you never really know. So there is an option you can take a little bit further. This isn't something we do at Vyral because it takes more time and effort, but this is available to you. Inside your ad account, there is an option here that says add another option. You can add up to 5 options.
So you like A/B testing that?
Well, Facebook will automatically do it. So I can actually come up with 5 headlines and 5 descriptions. And Facebook will just change around the headlines and descriptions to figure out which one hits. And that's kind of nice versus like, I don't really know which one's the best, but let's come up with 5 descriptions. Let's come up with 5 headlines. And it's just in one ad and Facebook will rotate it. In fact, they'll even rotate the videos. It doesn't quite work in the situation because the video is dependent upon the ad copy. But you can actually choose a bunch of videos and Facebook just takes care of all the split testing for you if you give it more inputs. Which is an option if you want to sit down and do that.
Pretty wild.
It is wild. It really is how it just like sits there and figures everything out that's optimal and just like sucks you into the platform, I will give you one pro tip before we leave. So let's say, all right, Frank, I'm watching this course. Yes, I have my ad campaign set up, spending a couple bucks a day. I'm putting my videos in there. I'm doing my retargeting. Loaded all my lists in. Targeting's running. How do I make it better? I'm already doing everything you talked about today as a client. How do I make it better? I would say you need to have your friends lend audiences into your account. So you would go to your upline, if you're in one of these downline brokerages, and say, will you share all the people that have interacted on your website and on your Facebook page and all your videos into my ad account so I can target them? Got it? Maybe go to your coach or go to anyone that you know that has a real estate audience and say, can you share your audiences and your account into mine? And you can do that. That's pretty cool. That's it.
Got it.
You guys excited for Christmas?
And I'm working. I'm getting ready to go show a house.
And I'm like, I'm at the office. I have no idea.
Did your nanny have her baby?
Oh yeah, she did. She sure did. I just went and looked at a preschool right before this. So
I was gonna. So obviously she's done with you guys, right? For a little while anyway.
yeah.
That's tough. Sorry.
All right. It's all good. My mom's helping. I have a big dog crate.
That's cool.
Next week, we're going to talk about, well, not next week, hold on. So we're going to take the next 2 weeks off, actually. So there's going to be no class next week and no class on the 4th. We're going to come back on the 11th. All right.
Okay.
So I'll give you guys an update. We're going to come back on the 11th. Now, on the 11th, okay, you're doing all this marketing. Frank, where are my agent meetings? Sure, you'll have some trickle in of people reaching out to you, but it's not going to probably build you the pipeline that you really want. Where you really build the pipeline you want is you or somebody, or you need to hire an appointment setter, someone to like sit there for 40 hours a week and calling all the agents in your database, calling the people watching your stuff, calling the people that you built this brand recognition with, and see if they want to meet proactively. You have to do the reach outs. I think we all know this at some level.
Yep.
Okay? So next week, we're going to talk about that. Now, I will tell you, I have 8 appointment setters at Vyral Marketing. They're in the Philippines, $5 an hour each, or $800 a month for a full-time appointment setter, 40 hours a week. I'd say one appointment setter could probably reach out to, correctly done right, about 50 to 70 agents a day. At Vyral right now, we have about 60 appointments on the board scheduled in the future that our appointment setting team has scheduled, right? By calling the people getting our stuff. All right. I have 2 for you if you guys want them. I have too many. I have too many appointments. I don't need as many. So I think we're gonna go down to 6. And if you guys just think about it, I have 2 really good ones for you that can actually execute on next week's meeting if you can afford you want to make the investment of $800 a month for someone full time. But we're going to go through all of that next week or next lesson. And the very next lesson is going to be how to zero cost it all by getting some people to pitch in as advertisers who want to be in front of your audiences. All right.
Cool.
All right. I'll let you guys go.
Happy
Thank
holidays, you
you.
guys. See you in a couple weeks.
Later.
Bye.